If it's not, if it doesn't equal edit, then instead what we're going to do is we're just going to add it as a new product here. Okay, and we run through our code for that. Again, this is all really similar to stuff we've covered in adding stuff to databases. So you can see we have our query here. We're running it to select certain information because we want, in this particular thing, we want to, looks like we're grabbing some information about, and then if that is true, then what we're doing is we're going and we're getting the newly created ID of that product, and then we're going to get information about it, and we're going to go into the J comparisons table, and we're going to add the comparison. So this is a two-part add. One, when you add create a new product, if we go back over here and we add a new product, you're adding the name, description, image, and the category, which all go in the product table, the J products table, but this merchant pricing here, that's going to go in the comparisons table. So you're actually sending data to do different tables. So you have an insert query here to insert into the products table, and if that goes through successfully, then you essentially create a query to insert data here into the comparisons table. Okay, so first you insert a products table. If that goes through successfully, you grab the ID of the newly created product, and you use that to then add the pricing information to, and so on and so forth. All of these do that exact same thing. So I don't want you to get wrapped as you run a bunch of checks to make sure, security checks to make sure, data is coming from where it's supposed to. It doesn't contain characters it's not supposed to. So on and so forth. Then at that point, once you've run all those checks and they pass, you format your data. You format it into a fields and values array if that's how you're doing it. However you're doing it in your insert functions in your database class here, you need to format your data here so it can be inserted correctly. Okay, so you format your data. After you format your data, you maybe do some type checks to see if you're editing or adding new. And then if you're editing, you format your code so that you can pass it to an edit function in your database class. Or if you're adding new, then you format it so you can pass it to an add function in your database class. And then when it's done, then you notice here I just build a redirect, and I redirect to the same page, but the reason I do it is because I add in this query parameter which says add equals true, and that's what displays the message at the top of the page. Okay, so again, that's for adding data. That's, I mean, I don't want you to get a lot caught up. The individual code, again, we've covered a lot of that. It's the conceptual part of it, how you